What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video and share it because we're going to talk about some serious BS. Okay. Now, in the photo that you're going to see is a post that was put up by Gabriella Zuniga, right? She is the woman that accused Shannon Sharpe of doing all these horrendous things to her, even though publicly she has not shared not one tear. She has not perpetuated the typical victim behavior that people who are victims of a crime would show. None of that. She's always had the same, I feel like, I would say that she's pretty much stayed the same, right? Which is why I don't understand. Now, again, I think Shannon was deceived. I think Shannon was deceived into believing that if he settled with her, he'd get his job back at ESPN. He wouldn't lose sponsors. I think a lot of people lied to him. And because this just makes no sense. If you look at this post she put up, and I'm going to read it. It says, from now on, when you talk about me or about me, refer to me as Gabriella Zuniga, ma'am, the Don, or boss. Now, that is a victim, quote unquote, right? She put this on social media. Now, this is a female who also was posting, I believe, Bible posts, right? Putting up Bible scriptures and I guess trying to change her image. Now, all of a sudden, she's a boss because she was able to finesse a very stupid man out of millions of dollars that she's probably going to blow through, okay? She's a young girl. She doesn't know anything. But again, I could be wrong. She was able to finesse Shannon. She was able to collect receipts and really fool this guy into believing, into a false sense of security. In her early 20s, I believe she had help. I believe it was her and others who really made a fool out of Shannon the whole way through. The whole way through. When you look at this post, and again, I put this post up all over my socials. I put it up on Twitter. I put it up on Facebook. I put it on my YouTube community wall because it annoys and it also vindicates my initial thoughts on this. That it was a finesse job. It was a finesse job and Shannon fell for it. And the thing is that she's letting the world know it was BS. She's letting the world know it was BS. That it was consensual. Even Tony Busby in his closing statement on the case said it was consensual. So why did he settle if it was consensual? I would have said drop everything you got. Doesn't mean I'm going to settle. You're going to have to take me to court and you're going to have to win a judgment. I'm not going to settle with you. It's just not going to happen. Because then you put her in a situation where she comes to you and say, I'll accept whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or let's settle this to your advantage, to where you don't give this woman millions of dollars, or you take it all the way to court and let the judge decide. But she's putting this out here to let people know she finessed this dumb idiot. That's why I put the hashtag Shannon was stupid. And also in my post, I said, and this is what I said, right? When I posted this screenshot, I said, this is why they attack the red pill philosophy so hard, because they want men dumb, naive, and not protecting themselves against finessing females like her, right? And they've been attacking the red pill for over 10 years. They attacked MGTOW. They've attacked the red pill. They demonetize. They flag down. They do hit pieces because they don't want men to wake up. They want men to be stupid and naive and to be taken advantage of. They don't want men to be secure in their masculinity. They want men to always bow down to women, do whatever a woman says. Have y'all heard married men? Married men do this. They say, hey, I do whatever my wife says, or my wife is smarter than me. Happy wife, happy life. What happens when that wife leaves you? Then you're left with nothing. You're an empty man. You feel like you have been ultimately betrayed. But we've been telling you men this for years, that these women do not respect you. They want what you have. They have a hole in their soul. And no matter what you give them, it will never be enough. Shannon initially tried to settle with her for $10 million. She wanted $50 million. Hole in their soul. She has a hole in her soul. And no amount of money or trying to put these posts online to make you feel good about yourself is going to take away from the fact that you put yourself through that, because you could have stopped dealing with Shannon, but you dealt with him for over 2 years. And I believe Shannon left her. I don't believe she left Shannon. This is why she's suing him, because she had nothing. She was an OnlyFans model, probably not making very much on there, or if she was, it wasn't enough to satisfy her lifestyle. And also, this looks like a photo she probably took when she went to go see Tony Busby, or to settle the case. This looks like a photo that she took after settling the case, right? But the thing about these women is, no matter how much money they make, they're still dysfunctional. Look at Bad Baby. The Cash Me Outside girl. No matter how much money she makes, she's still dysfunctional. She still has issues with her boyfriend. That dude don't want to be with her, but he loves the lifestyle she gives him. She has a dysfunctional relationship with her mother. She blames her mother for why she's the way she is. Money does not solve problems. If you want justice, you file charges. You don't go sue. I lose. That's why I say I don't look to support people who go to sue instead of filing charges first. You didn't file any charges. So why, so why should I sit up here and hate Shannon because you chose to sue instead of pursue charges? If you were so much, but that's not what it was. This chick probably done been with all type of men that have done her dirty, but they didn't have the money Shannon had. So Shannon bears the brunt of that. That's why men have to protect themselves. See, when men protect themselves, like getting women to sign a prenup, it angers society. It angers women. You know why? Because they want men to be, as I said, dumb and naive. A dumb and naive man gets respect in society because he's easy to control. A man with a red pill philosophy, who lives by a red pill philosophy, who does not allow society, who does not allow media and propaganda to control him, to tell him how he should live his life, that he should respect the 20 made up genders that they try to put out there. That tells him that women are smarter than him, are stronger than him, which they're actually trying to push that narrative. They do it so much in movies and televisions, even in commercials. They push narrative that women are smarter, stronger, and better than men. Because they want a weak society full of weak men that they can control. Look at what's going on in the UK. The UK is a perfect example of that. I did a video on this channel about a police department doing a whole operation where they were going to stop men and chastise them for honking a horn at a woman who was running, or for catcalling, quote unquote, a woman while a woman is out jogging. This is literally something that happened in the UK because they want to remove any traces of masculinity, heterosexualness from society. That's just a fact. That's what they want. They want weak, effeminate men that they can control. And this is why they attack the red pill philosophy. They attacked MGTOW, and now they are attacking passport bros because they want men here so they can control them, and they can control sexuality, and they can control men's money. But when a man is intelligent and say, you know what, I'm not going to get married, you get attacked. Something's wrong with you. You hate women. You want to, okay, I'll marry, but you got to sign a prenup. The women are refusing to sign a prenup. That tells me everything I need to know about you. If you as a woman who claim that you have your own and you don't need a man, if you don't sign that prenup and you get angry about it, why are we getting married? You with me because of my assets. You don't want to leave the marriage with nothing. And that's what happened with Shannon and this heifer. She did not want to leave that relationship with nothing. Shannon was on the verge of signing a $100 million podcasting deal. He was on ESPN regularly, so you know he's getting money from that. He has 2 successful podcasts, Club Shay Shay, and the show he does with Ocho. And she saw a lick because Shannon did not protect himself. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on that video. Share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram. I'm going to put my previous video in the description box. So y'all go check it out. And I'll see y'all next one.